GamingBolt presents the 15 best video games based on movies. Video games based on movies have a bad reputation, but these games buck the trend and prove why adapting a film into a game isn't always a bad idea. Here are the top 15 games based on movies. The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. The Lord of the Rings is one of the greatest achievements ever committed to film. The video game of the final film captures the epic battles, turning of the tides, and fantastic story of the movie. Cutting your way through orcs has never been more engaging. Just as the films perfectly adapt the books, the game does the movie with great justice. GHOSTBUSTERS, the video game. The 2009 GHOSTBUSTERS video game cast the player as a new buster, recruited to help the original team round up some more spectral troublemakers. The result was a fantastic adventure that truly felt like a continuation of the films, bringing back more than just characters, but the aesthetic and creatures that made the movies so special in the first place. The Thing. A sequel to the 1982 film of the same name, The Thing is a psychological horror game that manages to succeed by only loosely tying itself to the source material. As a sequel, it is not bound by a pre-established narrative. It is free to take the story of the film and continue it as it sees fit, which ends up being a great psychological shooter. GoldenEye 007. When GoldenEye 007 first came out on the N64, many were surprised at just how good it was. Not only was it actually a competent shooter on a console, it also boasted a fantastic multiplayer suite. Shooting your friends in the various arenas offered by the game was endlessly fun, with plenty of modes and characters helping to switch things up. The Warriors. Rockstar took the motley crew of thugs known as the Warriors and placed them in a game all about fisticuffs, exploring and wreaking havoc as only young, lost men can do. It showed that Rockstar was capable of far more than just GTA games. They could also take the source material and create a game around it that was both fun and narratively sound. The Chronicles of Riddick. Escape from Butcher Bay. The action from the Riddick films is translated brilliantly into this game. There is plenty of killing from the shadows, killing in the light, and just plain killing. The violence of the world is very much present. It's not only a great action stealth game, but one that is great because of how it takes a film and makes it surprisingly good. Alien Isolation. The original Alien film was all about a solitary creature hunting a crew down one by one. Alien Isolation captures this by pitting the character against an alien that is as relentless in its pursuit as those found in the films. It's a terrifying experience trying to evade a creature that is unpredictable and can strike at any moment. Blade Runner. Blade Runner is a different kind of video game adaptation. The movie is deliberately paced, telling the exact tale it wishes to. The game matches this pacing and tone by adapting the source material into a point-and-click adventure. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is remembered for one thing above all others: its fantastic web swinging. Exploring the open-world New York was seamless and exciting. Climbing up to the top of the Empire State Building and then diving down to the bustling streets below only to shoot a web just before hitting the ground never got old, and neither did the fun combat and colorful story. X-Men Origins Wolverine Uncaged. X-Men Origins Wolverine is a terrible movie, but the game is surprisingly good. Playing as Wolverine, you hack and slash your way through enemies, leaving behind a trail of body parts and viscera. It succeeds because it captures the violence of the character and knows that his anger is as much a part of him as his claws. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader. Space battles have always been some of the most breathtaking parts of the Star Wars films. Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader delivers these in spades. Ducking and rolling past asteroids and debris, shooting down enemy ships is as exhilarating as ever. It successfully adapts one of the best parts of Star Wars into a fantastic game. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Deftly mixing first-person shooting and third-person combat, Peter Jackson's King Kong is a great game even without the movie tie-in. Moving through Skull Island as a human, watching towering dinosaurs pass by and trying to shoot them down as best as you can is one side of the fun, and brutally assaulting the same beasts as Kong is the other side. It adapts the film while also remaining something unique and fun in its own right. SCARFACE: The World Is Yours. Turning Scarface's scramble for power into a GTA-style game works perfectly. There is plenty to do and lots of destruction to rain down. It captures the spirit of the character and film and is a good game to boot. There's a lot of fun to be had, made better by the recognizable cast of characters. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This game is a shooter that takes players from the epic battles between men and robots in the future to the tireless hunt of the Terminator in the 1980s. The screen scrolls slowly, revealing new images to gun down. It has all of the action and explosions a fan of the film could hope for. Disney's Aladdin. The Aladdin animated film is filled with bright visuals, catchy musical numbers, and a touching story about a poor boy and his monkey earning the favor of a princess with the help of a genie. This 2D platformer captures the spirit of the film, taking players through the story and giving them plenty of good action along the way. It may not follow the movie exactly, but it still manages to do it justice. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.